In the headlines, Appeal Court reserved judgment in Adeleke's case against tribunal's decision. Labour Party legal team meets Independent National Electoral Commission chairman over inspection of presidential election materials. Over 100 shops razed as fire guts Singa commodities market in Kano. Away from Nigeria, 22 migrants die in boat sinking off Madagascar. Hello and welcome to the news update on Trust TV. I am Ayuba Ila. Thanks for joining. And now the details. The appeal court on Monday reserved judgment on the case by Ademola Adeleke, challenging the decision of an election petition tribunal which nullified his victory in the Osun governorship election. The three-member panel led by Justice Mohammed Shuaibu fixed a date to decide on the matter after taking the argument and adopting the briefs of all parties in the suit. During Monday's proceedings, counsel to Adeleke, Onyechi Ikpazu, held that a member of the panel, who is also a chief magistrate, did not air her opinion during the judgment delivery. Rather, she only appended her signature, while the Constitution mandates her to have aired her views on the suit. Counsel to Oyetola, Lateef Fagbemi, however, held that mere signing of the judgment and not making any comment afterwards does not make the judgment invalid. The legal team of the Labour Party on Monday met with officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission in Abuja over the inspection of electoral materials used for the February 25 presidential election. The head of the legal team, Levi Ozoku, led lawyers to the meeting, which was held at the INEC headquarters in Maitama, Abuja. The team was at INEC to discuss modalities for obtaining key documents that will assist the LP in prosecuting its case at the Presidential Election Petition Court. At the parley, INEC chairman Mahmoud Yakubu assured the Labour Party legal team that the commission will provide all the documents it requested to prosecute its case. Now, fire broke out at the popular commodities Singa market in Kano, which is located along Ibrahim Taiwo Road leading to Bello Road. The fire, according to eyewitnesses, started since midnight, but it couldn't be controlled until after 8 a.m. in the morning. Firefighters alongside marketers were working to bring the situation under control and quench the fire from spreading to other places. Singa is located along Ibrahim Taiwo Road in Kano and is the largest market where foodstuffs are sold in the state. Some of the victims whose shops were razed narrate their ordeal.
I
received a call around 1:30 a.m. that our stores are on fire. By the time we arrived here, everything is gone. And we learned that the fire started from one woman that has a cold room. She's selling pure water. But I must tell you that I lost almost 13,000 cartons of seasoning. I'm not even feeling fine, but I was on surgery. So we received a call that our stores are on fire, and we rush here. I must tell you that I lost everything here. We just pray to God that God should replace it for us, but we have lost everything.
The Central Bank of Nigeria has directed commercial banks to dispense old currency notes and to also receive same as deposits from customers. This was disclosed by Governor of Anambra State, Chukwuma Charles Soludo, a former central bank governor, in a special announcement on his verified Facebook page this morning. The Anambra State governor said that tellers at the commercial banks are to generate the codes for deposits, and there is no limit to the number of times an individual or company can make deposits. Soludo said that the CBN governor gave the directive at a bankers committee meeting held on Sunday, 12th of March 2023. Soludo also said that the CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, personally confirmed the directive to him during a phone conversation on Sunday night, advising residents of Anambra to freely accept and transact their businesses with the old currency notes of 200, 500 and 1,000 naira, as well as the new notes. The CBN has, at the time of this story, not debunked the claim of Governor Soludo. Now, President of the Nigerian Bar Association, Yakubu Maikyau, SAN, has called on President Muhammadu Buhari to immediately direct compliance with the terms of the orders made by the Supreme Court in its judgment delivered on 3rd of March 2023 in respect of the Naira redesign policy. In a statement on Monday, Maikyau said that whenever public confidence in other arms of government begins to wane, the judiciary must rise to the occasion by delivering justice with such courage and precision to provide succor to the people. And on security matters, troops of 26th Task Force Brigade have been charged to remain dogged and deal decisively with Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists within their area of operations. A statement from the Army headquarters said that the General Officer commanding 7th Division and Commander Sector 1 of Operation Hardin K, Major General Waidi Shuaibu, gave the charge on Sunday while on an operational visit to address the combat readiness of frontline troops deployed in the Goza General area of Borno State. Major General Shuaibu also tasked frontline troops to remain courageous, disciplined and professional in routing the remnants of the terrorists while urging them to eschew all acts inimical to actualizing their operational mandate. The Sector 1 commander warned the troops that acts of indiscipline and cowardice will not be condoned and charged them to maintain an offensive posture and remain vigilant. The councillor representing Echara Ward 2 in Ogbosi community of Ohazara, local government area of Ebonyi State, Ogbonnaya Ugu, popularly known as Paco, has been killed by unknown assailants. It was gathered that Ugu was killed around 10 p.m. on Saturday as he was returning from his shop. Sources in Ogbosi said that Ugu was accosted by the gunmen around Ogbosi Court area junction. A video clip on social media shows the burnt remains of the slain councillor being removed from the scene. Police spokesperson in Ebonyi State, Onome Onovuapoyea, who confirmed the killing, said that the police were investigating the incident. Operatives of the Ogun Police Command have rescued a journalist, Sheun Oduneye, from kidnappers after a gun battle which reportedly lasted for 45 minutes. Oduneye, who's the publisher of Issues magazine, was kidnapped at Mobalufon area of Ijebu-Ode on Thursday. The journalist was on his way to Ijebu-Ode from Abeokuta when the kidnappers pounced on him at Mobalufon area. He was riding in his Toyota Camry car when he was attacked at about 7:50 p.m. The abductors phoned his wife the following morning and demanded 30 million naira ransom to free the victim. The police spokesperson, Abimbola Oyeyemi, on Monday morning, however, confirmed the rescue of the journalist. He said after the report of the kidnapping, the Commissioner of Police, Frank Mba, directed the DPO Obalende Divisional Headquarters, SP Murphy Salami, to ensure the safe rescue of the victim. Oyeyemi quoted the CP to have warned criminals to stay clear from Ogun State as the command is battle ready to take the fight to their doorsteps. You're watching the news update on Trust TV. Coming up shortly, we'll take a look at how 66-year-old mentors porters at Grain Market. Details of this and more after the break. Now, as part of efforts to support Africa's goal of strengthening...
Now, looking at the activity chart, as you can see right here, a total volume of 130...
a Boko Haram crisis that at that time was restricted to Yobe.
How secure are they? You can see security men with blood.
This
close the road leading up to the...
Or really, if you look at English squad, you are looking at EPL, you are looking at their names. You are not looking at...
That's great. Good to see you.
Welcome back. You're watching the news update on Trust TV. Here's a look at the top stories. Appeal Court reserves judgment in Adeleke's case against tribunal's decision. Labour Party legal team meets Independent National Electoral Commission chairman over inspection of presidential election materials. The two chambers of the National Assembly have postponed plenary till Tuesday, March 21, 2023. Earlier, the Parliament had adjourned plenary till Tuesday, March 14 to enable lawmakers participate in the governorship and state assemblies elections earlier fixed for March 11, but was later shifted to March 18. The clerk of the Senate, Chinedu Francis Akabweze, disclosed this in a message to senators on Monday. Similarly, the clerk of the House of Representatives, Yahaya Danzaria, told the lawmakers that the change in the resumption date is to enable them to partake in the polls. Now, goods could not be moved without the energy and labor of porters at northern grain markets. They help merchants convey their goods to various destinations to put food on the table. Ibrahim Ismail meets a 66-year-old leader of grain porters in Bajoga, known as Sarkin Dakon Bajoga, in Gombe State, on his successes and struggles.
The 66-year-old Abubakar Sarkin Dakon Bajoga has been conveying bags of grains for over 45 years. Abubakar's outstanding performance and success as a laborer earned him the title of Sarkin Dakon Bajoga, Funakai local government area of Gombe State. In addition, he built house and sponsored his children's education from the proceeds.
I achieved a lot. I have provided for my family and children from the proceeds as a laborer. I am successful. In those days, we were paid between 2 naira 1 kobo to convey a bag of grain, to a time when we received 18 naira per bag.
The 66-year-old said hundreds of youth also make fortunes from the job, calling on governments to support them.
Empty promises are being made to the poor, but there is no light at the end of the tunnel. We never received any assistance as laborers.
a ce hukuma ga wannan abu ta dauka ta taimakawa talaka ba a cikin leburori.
We only support ourselves. At times, we contribute money to support a member who is in need, but we hope the support will come one day.
Having worked for 45 years, the Sarkin Dako has retired from the job, but he still mentors young members of the Ndako group at the Bajoga Grain Market. From Gombe, Ibrahim Ismail reporting for Trust TV.
Now, the need for teachers to inculcate the right academic and social morals in children to guarantee the effective development of the child has been advocated. This was brought to the fore at the Teachers Advocacy Research and Development Training in Abuja. Kabir Lawal reports.
Experts in child care and development joined Ilmi Children's Fund to advocate for the girl-child education and the need for children to improve their lot with the development of technology.
This gathering is termed, it's called Training, Advocacy, Research and Mentorship. And the aim of this program is seeing how we can break the barriers with regards to girl-child education to improve outcomes in terms of retention, completion and transition, which are some of the greatest barriers that we're having with the girl child in terms of girl education. So what we've done here today is to bring their teachers together to see how do we train these teachers to identify problem areas that these girls may be facing.
They also added that the importance of mentorship cannot be overemphasized in the lives of children, especially the girl child, as it will enable them have basic knowledge of growing into responsible women and mothers.
These teachers, I see them today and they are hungry for knowledge, they're hungry for improvement. So it's up to us to do our bit to improve their teaching ability. And well, it's a continuous practice. It's not something that is just a one-off thing. Teaching and putting what you've taught into practice is something that has to be done frequently.
Mentorship is actually a process of having a mentee undergoing some kind of orientation by a mentor on a particular thing you really want to get the mentee oriented.
Teachers on their part advised parents not to leave the job of mentorship and the child upbringing for them alone, but also play active roles in the overall development of children, especially the child.
The first thing is that teachers are supposed to be role model. Whatever you don't want your child or your student to do, don't bother to do it. And the world becoming global village, teachers must be able to use the computer.
Well, I'm here for the term program. So on a girl child advocacy training, mentoring of the girl child, the female children, how to help them, to be better for themselves, to be better for the society.
Saying that the children should think like the old ones is just like, as in we are still moving back.
Stakeholders believe that the importance of mentorship in the lives of children should be a priority not only to parents or teachers, but to all, as any negative vice that arises from an improperly trained child affects the entire society. Kabir Lawal, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Now, the Minister of Education, Adamu, has called for the promotion of unity, love and peace and prosperity as the foundation of development for the country in particular and the body of Commonwealth nations in general. The Permanent Secretary, Minister of Education, who represented the minister, disclosed this at the Ministry's Commonwealth Day, a celebration themed Forging a Sustainable and Peaceful Common Future. Now, Noel Samson was there and now reports.
The Commonwealth is an association of countries across the world. Although historically connected to the British Empire, any country can apply to be a member of the Commonwealth, regardless of its intersection with Britain's colonial past. It consists of 54 countries, including the United Kingdom, hence the importance of the celebration.
We all know the existence of peace in any space of human aggregation or nation translates to progress, wealth, and tranquility. It enhances positive outcomes in trade, investments, human rights, democratic governance, quality education, digitized learning, and most importantly, entrenches equity and equality, which in Nigeria and most developed nations means empowerment of youth, women, and the girl child.
As you've been told, Commonwealth Day is an annual celebration observed by people all over the Commonwealth in Africa, Asia, the Caribbean and Americas, the Pacific, and in Europe. This year's theme for the Commonwealth Day 2023, again as you've been told, is forging a sustainable and peaceful common future. I believe that this theme is apt.
The significance of the Commonwealth as an organization was re-echoed by some dignitaries as a reminder of the ideals that cement their relationship.
The Commonwealth remains the largest gathering of nations and their colonial masters that has evolved into a partnership where all members from all the colonial masters themselves to the most advanced members and the least developing ones work together to ensure development within each member country.
The theme today, forging a sustainable, peaceful and common future, is very apt and relevant. This is because we, the 56 countries, have to work together. We have to connect, innovate and transform together. Connect through values of democracy, respecting diversity, and above all working towards a sustainable future for all of us, for the common good.
Highlights of the event was the conferment of the 2023 Commonwealth Award of Excellence on the Ministry of Education, as well as parade of Commonwealth Heads of Government and Cultural Dance. Wow, Samson, Trust TV News, Abuja.
And in business news, the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria has announced that international runways at the Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos will be shut for repairs. FAN disclosed this in a statement on Monday that the runway will be closed for 8 weeks for maintenance. The agency stated that taxiway B18L will be used instead of all flight operations until the maintenance is done. Earlier this year, the Nigerian Airspace Management Agency shut down the same international runway for a few hours for maintenance. Away from Nigeria, at least 22 migrants died when their boat sank off the coast of Madagascar over the weekend, the island nation's maritime authorities said on Monday. 47 people had clandestinely taken a boat headed to the French territory of Mayotte, but sank midway. 23 of the passengers were saved, while 22 bodies were found. Authorities noted that the accident occurred on Saturday, adding that search and rescue operations were continuing for the 2 people who remained missing. Many migrants try each year to reach the French territory of Mayotte, which lies north of Madagascar in the Indian Ocean. In 2021, more than 6,500 people were detained trying to enter the territory clandestinely, according to French authorities. And in sports news, Nigeria's Flying Eagles arrived the country on Monday morning after participating in the just concluded Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations in Egypt. Ladan Bosso's side finished third in the competition. It was the third time the Flying Eagles will be winning a bronze medal at the Under-20 AFCON. The 7-time champions also secured a place at the 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup to be hosted by Indonesia. 2 players from the team, Solomon Agbalaka and Augustine Njoku, were selected in the tournament's Best X1. The Flying Eagles also claimed the Fair Play Award. The team is expected to take a break before resuming preparations for the World Cup, which will start in May. And that's it for the news update. You can watch more via all our social media platforms and also on our YouTube live stream. I am Ayuba Ila. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.